2025 Election Situation Room, ESR, is a collaborative platform led by the National Initiative for Civic Education, NICE Trust, with other collaborators such as UNDP, Oxfam, and a coalition of over 20 stakeholders, including the Malawi Electoral Commission, MEC, civil society organizations, political parties, and international observers. The ESR plays a vital role in strengthening the integrity, transparency, and security of the electoral process. It supports the electoral management framework by providing real-time data, enabling effective coordination among stakeholders, and promoting free, fair, and peaceful elections. One of the innovations of the Malawi CSO-led ESR was the establishment of the Gender Inclusion and Child Rights Hub, led by Oxfam, under its European Union-funded Promoting Gender Transformative and Youth Inclusive Democracy project.
We deployed about 509 observers in all the wards of this country. These observers, 509 observers, will be supported by 6,331 stationed observers. We have a team of experts. Amongst the experts, we have political party experts, data experts. We also have a media expert. We are satisfied with how the situation was working. We are still continuing to monitor the post-polling environment so that we are able to respond in real time.
A key feature of the ESR is the technology system known as Maso Athu, meaning our eyes. This platform facilitates data collection, incident reporting, and rapid communication. It integrates digital tools, trained personnel, and established protocols to monitor incidents, verify information, coordinate timely responses, and ensure that the public and media are kept informed.
So we have the observers across Malawi that have got tablets and are submitting the incidences to the ESR room. So when the incidences have arrived at the ESR, we have the data officers that checks for the incidents whether they are compliant or needs to be sent for investigations. So when the incidents has been sent for investigation, we have different hubs in the ESR that now checks and do the investigation of the incidences. And those hubs can decide whether these incidents need to be documented, dismissed, or being sent for intervention. So if the incidents have been sent for intervention, the intervention team now sees those instances and they can mark them as resolved or intervened. So that's how the ESR works.
To advance inclusive participation, particularly for women, youth, and persons with disabilities, Oxfam is leading the Gender and Inclusion Situation Hub. This initiative is part of the European Union-funded Promoting Gender Transformative and Youth Inclusive Democracy project, which Oxfam is implementing with WOLEC. It serves as a real-time coordination mechanism for monitoring and addressing gender and inclusion-related issues throughout the electoral cycle.
Oxfam is leading the Gender Inclusion and Child Rights Election Situation Hub, which is focusing on to monitor issues of inclusion and gender. So we're looking at issues of turnout of the various marginalized groups. We're looking at them as voters and as well as candidates. The things that we have been doing have also been featured in the reports by African Union, SADC, which we are very happy with in terms of the results.
I am supporting the gender and inclusion component of the elections situation room. So we are receiving the data from our observers who are across the country, and we are making sense of the data and interpreting it in terms of how women have turned out, particularly as candidates, as electoral officials, as security officers, and also how the voting environment is conducive for women, particularly lactating mothers, pregnant women, the elderly, and also persons with disabilities.
The ESR is implemented under the broader framework of the Malawi Electoral Support Project, MESIP, Maso Athu, and the Promoting Gender Transformative and Youth Inclusive Democracy project. These efforts are supported by funding from the European Union, the United States, Ireland, the United Kingdom, Norway, and Irish Aid.